What's that?
For the video.
Hang on. I'll just close my eyes.
Oh, have we got a video?
I thought you didn't start singing right there.
You want me to not start singing right there? You want me to do it like 2 times just with the same chords?
That's what
Oh, okay.
And then when you speed up, sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna mute the chord for the whole like intro till you kick it in, and then when you kick it in, I guess I'll just do like this part, you know, like 2 times or something, and then we'll like kick it in faster.
I didn't check
Yeah, I went ahead and turned it and my the whole point of him recommending me is the guy that's retired.
You don't know me, but I knew someone who knew you. Oh, is that one of those Mexican rappers? I don't know. And it's not in my voice. Oh, you've been getting last
shit. That's all I can say. It's a lot of love out here today. A lot of love, people. Thank you for coming out. Now, before we get started here, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to some amazing people for pulling this together. I know I'm going to forget some people. A lot of you I've met in the last unfortunate 13 days, but I love all of you. Thanks to Kate, Rigel, Jesse, Molly, Heather, Kellen, Brian, Matt, Maddie over in Turkey, I believe, working hard behind the scenes to make all this happen. Let's give it up for Maddie. Taya and Sean for pulling all this together today. And the Northside community. I'm sure, so, I'm so floored by all this. I'm just going to start, all right? And especially thanks to the smart people. You people know who you are out there.
Yeah, me!
All right. 2 weeks ago, we all lost someone very dear to all of us. David Paul Hebert. Bones to us in the community and his friends.
Fiona.
He was taken early from us in the morning of April 18th. In the 2 weeks since, we've all cried together. We've all gotten angry together. We've searched for answers and come together as a community to find the truth for our fallen friend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unanswered questions out there. Some we're probably never going to get answers to. There's a lot of anger out here right now. That anger's not going to go away. There's a lot of pain here right now, and I know for me that pain is never going to die. But I assure all of you, we will find the truth for David Hebert. Bones, we love you. But we're not here today to talk about how Bones died. We are here today to talk about how Bones lived his life to the fullest. What a wonderful drunken bastard he was. I mean it, look around here today. A lot of these people you haven't seen in 20 years. It's like we just left each other yesterday on that street up there, a couple blocks away with some shitty nightclubs and a bad restaurant. Some of you came from really far today, told me it didn't matter how far you were getting here. People from all over the country are here today. Last night in Portland, they got together on the left coast for our fallen brother. Bones mattered. He meant so much to so many people, and he touched the lives of everyone standing here today in one way or the other. And for a couple of ladies in more way than one. Didn't mean to write that, sorry, had to be said. A few days after Bones was taken from us, Kellen and I had the unenviable task of going through a chest Bones had left at Kellen's for safekeeping. Kellen asked me to come over and help him because he couldn't bear to do it alone. I remember the trunk from when we were roommates. Inside that trunk was everything that was Bones. All the little knickknacks that littered his room, letters from friends and family members from over the years, and photos of all the people he loved and cared about. The faces we see here today are the same faces that were in those photos. Bones loved every one of you, whether you knew it or not. Bones was a kind-hearted, free spirit who lived his life to the fullest. He originally moved to Cincinnati as part of a Christian community that reopened the clubhouse downtown. A clubhouse, ironically enough, where we all pretty much learned to be degenerates. The rest of the story, as they say, is history. He was gentle and rough at the same time. Had that smile and always had that permanent 5 o'clock shadow. He would babysit any day, all day when you needed him. And then he would party all that night. His couch was always open to friends who needed a place to crash. He was a talented drummer, damn it. But I don't think I ever saw him carry his own drum kit after a show. Any of you guys out there know what I'm talking about?
He did.
He had a smile that always let you know he loved you, that damn smile. He either loved you or he was getting ready to pounce on you. It was one or the other. Some people said he reminded them of the Muppets, from the animal from the Muppets. But I only think if you fed the animal a fifth of Jameson before the show, do I see that comparison. I've never met another person who could make me want to punch them and hug them at the same time. He would tackle you from behind and rush you to the ground just to say hi. I can say a lot more about him, but the one thing that stands out the most to me about Bones is that he was never afraid to be himself. He was just Bones being Bones. Punk as fuck and unapologetic about it. Now, on a personal level, Bones was my brother. Brothers from other mothers, we used to joke. For the better part of the 90s, we were inseparable. Paul and Bones, or Bones and Paul, where one was, the other was soon to follow. Someone told me the other day at a bar that until they actually saw us in a room together, they thought we were the same person. I'm not really sure how that, little skinny guy, big fat guy, but whatever. Let's see. We got into a lot of trouble together. We were partners in crime. We got away with more shit than anyone will ever know, and I loved him for it. I've never cried at the loss of a family member. Not when my grandfather died, not when my 6-year-old cousin died, never. I've cried almost every day since I got that horrible news. To those of us lucky enough to play music with that bastard, I think it hits us a lot harder than most. You can't write songs, play shows, and tour the country without creating a special bond. Even when you stop playing together, that bond lives on. For all of us, that bond is now broken. To me, everything seems like the volume got turned down a little bit. The world's a little less punk today. It saddens me. Luckily, we have all the songs and memories we all share with him to help repair that bond. I hadn't listened to AMF or Shoot the Gift in years. Last week, Andy Cap gave me everything we released on MP3. I will cherish those songs until the day I die. And for all of you that know, high friends in low places, get them up. Get them up. Gladly flying middle fingers to those who would have us submit control. I tried to come up with a Bone story today to share with you all to make you laugh, smile. We've been crying all day. I've been thinking about it for days. Something to take the edge off a little. There's just too many good times with that bastard to pick one. From the infamous Times Square porn booth incident to pretending to be Tommy Lee in a strip club in Toledo. Spray painting "You Owe Me $7, asshole" on the outside of Bogart's for getting kicked out for stage diving. Riding BMX all over this town with no destination. Just get on the bike and go. We had nothing better to do that day. Those were my best memories of him. Getting peed on by accident by a drunken girl in Kansas after a show. That was a good one. He was scarred until this day. Everyone here has a Bone story. People who didn't even know him have a Bone story. He was a great, great guy. Hanging out with Bones was always a good time, no matter what. Like being on a playground at recess when you're a kid. Not a care in the world, no worries about tomorrow, no regrets about yesterday, just content and enjoying the now. And actually, that's as crazy as it sounds, that's something we can all learn from Bones. We gotta live in the now. There's no guarantee of what's out there tomorrow. Work, bills, mortgages, any of that crap that we all worry about is trivial. Friends are really what matters. Looking around today, if friends make you rich, Bones is probably one of the richest people we'll ever know on this planet. I love you, brother. Who's leading the prayer? many of you know, Bones was a Christian. Today we're going to honor that with a brief prayer. She's not going to stand up here though, she's going to stay down here, so. Maybe she is, hang on, we're going to help her up.
Yeah, go Kai. She's climbing for two.
Yeah.
May he who rose from the dead, Christ our true God, who loves over the living and the dead, through the prayers of his most pure mother, of the holy, glorious, and praiseworthy apostles, of the venerable and divinely enlightened fathers, and of all the saints, place the soul of his departed servant David in the dwelling of the saints, granting him rest in the bosom of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and numbering him up among the righteous. And may he have mercy on us and save us, for he is gracious and loves mankind. In blessed repose, grant eternal rest, O Lord, to your departed servant David, and may his memory be eternal. Amen.
Amen. Now I know that the funeral was held down in New Orleans, but I don't think it was quite the way he would have wanted it to be. But I think this is more his style. I'm his sister, and I miss him a whole lot. But I just wanted to read this because I thought it summed up what David was all about. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll eat your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows will all pass away, and here I forgot all the joys that were mine today. I'll be a dandy, and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table, and I'll sleep in your clover, and I'll laugh, and I'll cry, and I'll sing. I can't be contented with yesterday's glory. I can't live on promises from winter to spring. Today is my moment, and now is my glory. Who cares what tomorrow may bring? I just want to let everybody know how grateful I am to see so many faces here, and I just really, really appreciate what you all are doing. So thank you.
I'm afraid of heights, so you'll have to forgive me if I take a lower stance. This is for Bones. Dominus I wasn't going to tell any anecdotal stories, but I want to share a dream that I had the night before last, before I hand the mic off to whomever wants to eulogize Bones next. It's been many, many years since Bones was a daily personage in my life. Like many of you, I spent or misspent a great deal of my life in bars downtown when we all lived on Main Street in Walnut and over the Rhine. And Bones cooked our food and, you know, traipsed through our life on a daily basis. But the other night, I had, of course, this on my mind, this day where we all come to remember him. And I dreamed that I was in some funky little cruddy, weird curiosity shop in the middle of New Orleans or somewhere down south. And I found this incredible parasol, this old Victorian, funky, beat-up parasol. And I thought, man, I want to carry this in the second line for Bones when we bust out our moves and shake our thang for him the way it should be done. And the lady told me that it had belonged to some crazy voodoo lady and that they had used it in her second line. Perfect. And I looked up to tell a friend who was with me. They'd been with me the whole time, but as in dreams, you don't always see everything until you're meant to see it. And I never really saw the face of the person that was with me. And I turned around with a big smile on my face and I said, man, Bones would love this. And my friend looked at me with a huge shit-eating grin on his face, and it was Bones. Wherever you are, man, I hope you're in the arms of the angels. We love you, and we miss you, and there's no one like you on this earth. Thanks for blessing us with your presence for the days that we were fortunate enough to have you with us.
Now at this time, if there's anybody that wants to come up and speak, please do so. I'd like you to be respectful of the family and the friends and the relatives that are here today. We don't want to talk about how he died. I don't want to hear facts or supposed facts about a case. I don't want to hear you might have saw something. If you saw something, report it, damn it. Don't tell me about it. Tell the authorities about it. If you saw something, go and tell. You have rights in this city. Rights. They're written down. They can't get around them. If you saw something, please say something. At this time, if anybody wants to come up and speak on Bones' behalf, please keep it brief. We'll probably have a lot.
I'm actually kind of nervous, so if I stutter, please forgive me. I didn't know Bones like everybody else here. In fact, I barely knew him at all. He was more like an acquaintance to me. But he was a really kick-off kind of guy. He always had something funny to say. And he was always nice to me and my dog when we went for a walk. He always would like pull over and like crack a joke, or he would like say something about my dog because it was funny. He was a really cool person, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. Thank you. I feel a little important now. A little bit. Anybody else?
Yeah, with me, we was talking, wrapping our reports. It's been a long time since we've seen each other. We've only been here for less than 6 months. He was at my show. Just hanging out like we always did. Strong. I miss a brother. I'm glad he was there. I'm glad I got to see him a week while he was gone. Miss a brother. Uncle Rebels everywhere. Boy.
Listen, is this thing turned on? Is this mic on? You know, looking around, I have to echo that this is exactly the type of thing that Bones would have been at. He would have celebrated something like this. And looking around, you're definitely the type of people that would have appreciated a person like Bones. It kind of took a special person to tolerate Bones. I don't know about any of you, but I've been put upside down in a bush about an uncountable amount of times by Bones. He found the only bush in the island of Manhattan. It put me upside down in that bush. I think I still have a scar from it, but you know, like Paul said, being on the road and being close, you know, living every moment of every day with somebody, you really develop a bond, like a brotherhood with somebody. You know, you pick up their smells and their habits and the little things that they do when nobody's watching. And Bones had all of that. He had all of that. He was a beautiful person that lived his life every day as if it was his last. I heard he played kickball the day before, the day of. I mean, who doesn't love to play kickball? I just encourage everyone to live every day. Play kickball sometime very soon. You'll love it. You'll have a great time and laugh your head off. Just live your life as if Bones was there living it with you. Because you know he'd be dragging you along, wanting you to go get drunk or go have some fun somewhere, cause some trouble, hang out, do whatever. But just live your life. And let's celebrate Bones one more time. I know somebody else has got a story. Somebody else has a story. Come on, Chris.
I don't know if I really need to stand up here. I'm pretty big enough, but I have to say something. Bones, I played music with him for a long time. Loved him so much. I broke his nose once and his collarbone. That's how much I loved him. But I've not been able to ever shake this feeling in my gut from Bones. So I just have to look at all the great times, and we all have to think about all the fantastic times and the crazy times that I shared with that wonderful guy, and how many times he might have fucked up on the drums. And Paul's right, he never fucking carried the drums, ever. But he was an absolute wonderful human being, and I want everyone to know that, despite what anyone has ever said, what the media says, that he was a fantastic individual. And this is so touching to see everyone out here like this. And if my baby-to-be has a spark that he does, it will be perfect. So, thanks.
I'm probably the oddball here. I didn't know Bones. A friend of mine was supposed to introduce me to him about a week before he got shot. But as a New Orleanian as well that relocated up here, I've got to say, as I look out on this crowd, thank all of you. This is as close to the way we do it back home as I think you can get in Cincinnati. And I wish I'd gotten to know him. It brings tears to my eyes to see this. We haven't got a brass band, but look at all these fucking faces out here. Listen to the stories, you know. This was a vibrant, fucking, loud-mouthed, obnoxious New Orleanian that you guys adopted. I hope I do halfway as well. Don't let this die. Let this, remember him and make sure we find the truth, whatever it may be. Demand the transparency. There are people back home watching. I know. I'm one of them.
All right, everybody. I think that's it. I want to again thank. There's no words. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen anyone do for anyone ever. It's amazing. Thanks, guys.
I just want everybody to know that I have stickers and we're taking donations for his fund. So see me if you want stickers, but don't bombard me.
We got the park till 3:30, people. Let's celebrate. We also have a guest book over here. We'd like to get signatures for his family and the Portland family as well. Look for Tuesday. She's over here somewhere. And we also have flyers for the website and upcoming events up here. So if you guys want to stay informed about what we're doing behind the scenes, it's all up here. Thanks, guys.
joy.